I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's a filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the Village, Facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Megadeth, sudden death, with lyrics. Pay attention.
His wicked highness, born from disaster, to dominate and kill. A glistening murder machine, false majesty standing perfectly still. A blitzkrieg, raining down evil on a mountain of black ice. Like a good old-fashioned beating within inches of your life. While alone and left abandoned with a sense
that was one of the.
Deadly venom in your kiss. How can it be worse than this? Omega.
All right.
That's actually a really good idea. If he put his own work at the end, or was that Megadeth playing at the end?
No, that was Megadeth.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be a good idea? If you make a song and then you just go like a band that you
are there actually people here?
Oh, babe, we got so focused on that last conversation. I need to interrupt this. We never scored the last song.
Are you sure?
It's a 9.5 for me.
Oh, the Testament joint with the crazy
9.8.
That's a 9.7.
9.8 for me.
That's a 9.7 for you. That's a 9.7.
Now I'm gonna have to edit. Okay, so back to this review.
Okay. Wait a second. But hold on, because the comment section is killing me. Are 275 and Marie? Are you guys saying that Rust in Peace is better than Master of Puppets? Is that where we're going? Because I thought Master of Puppets was like the undisputed champion. See what I'm saying? So
I can't. I have to hear them right now, side by side. You know.
Rust in Peace is better than Puppets. Okay. I am speaking completely from ignorance here because I have not listened to Rest in Peace. I'm sure we've probably covered a song or two from that record, but I've never listened to the record straight through for obvious reasons.
And that's... You can't really judge something. The more I see, the more I'm like, yeah, you can't judge something off just one song. You can't judge a band that way.
Every single song on that Puppets record was one of the best songs I've ever heard in my life. So, look, I've got an open mind. And Dave Mustaine's a Christian, so...
It'd have to be pretty crazy, though.
I'm biased. It's like Tiger Woods. You know what I'm saying? So I want that to be better. It's just hard for me to conceive that there could possibly be a thrash record from start to finish that is better than Master of Puppets. I mean, it's possible.
That's true. What Ian said. Well, Yachty, Minnesota, is better than Master of Puppets.
Go like Minnesota.
All right, so what's up with these lyrics? What was going on here?
I think this is a song that if you're in the Air Force, you're gonna really love this song. Oh wait, Hetfield has a Jesus tattoo. So now I can't like Rust in Peace better than Master of Puppets.
You're not supposed to have any graven images because we are made in the image of him. So now what are you going to do? They're
both on the team. I don't know what to do. I'm blown away. I thought that the metal community, that there was a consensus that Puppets is the greatest thrash record of all time. But I was wrong. Which learned something new every day. I'm learning a lot today. Holy smokes. No. I could see a person saying Megadeth is better than Metallica or vice versa. I'm just talking about battle of albums, like an album battle, like which one was better. Like that blows me away. That, like I said, how people talk about. We'll talk about it later. All right, let's go. Okay, so His Wicked Highness, born from disaster to dominate and to kill. What do we name this song again? Sudden Death. Okay, so I think he's using the term highness ironically.
Okay.
Because he's talking about death from above.
Yeah, oh, shoot.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you know anything, the Air Force guys, that's one of their big things is death from above. And, I mean, you saw me when I was talking to that Air Force dude. Oh, you served, you must have been in the Air Force, right? And you're like, how did you know? And I'm like, they gotta look, those guys, man. So as much as dudes will make fun of the Air Force, the fact of the matter is you're calling in CAS if you get in trouble. Okay? That's just a fact. So even dudes that are like, yeah. So like everybody makes fun of the Air Force because they get treated like kings or whatever. But at the end of the day, them dudes they've got the most bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
because Death from Above, and we really truly have superiority in the air. We really do. Like we wouldn't believe. So I think he's actually talking about a jet.
Okay.
I think he's talking about a delivery vehicle that has a weapon system that you know what I'm saying? Because look, his wicked highness, born from disaster to dominate, to kill, a glistening murder machine, false majesty standing perfectly still. Because it's true, man. Like when you see those like those supersonic jets and shit, and they're like just there, it's a sight to behold. It's really? Like it's like otherworldly if you've never been there, and then when you hear that shit take off, it's
incredible.
It's incredible. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's just like it's mind-boggling, and you're trying to keep your gangster up because everybody's like, oh, I'm like, nah, nigga, that shit is fucking ridiculous. Like I CSR Blackbird, them shit's like literally like this plane, and it's outdated. We've got shit. We probably have shit way faster than now. But that Blackbird, you know, you fire a bullet, the speed in which a bullet. God, the thing is faster than a bullet.
What? Wait. What?
Yes.
The jet?
Yes, the CSR.
Faster than a bullet?
Yes.
Do people get sick when they go in that thing?
Well, I mean, you gotta train like, you know, they do the same kind of NASA training, G-force stuff. All that kind of
I'm just saying. Oh, like, holy shit!
It's
okay. You know what's funny about that?
It's terrible because these devices are extremely beautiful to look at. The ingenuity and the style, the skill, it's glorious.
Yeah.
And it's really like one of the pinnacles of human ingenuity, but it's fucking horrible because it's you know?
It just makes you wonder, like, because you say human ingenuity. Is it, though? Like, where did they get the information from when you start hearing about the noosphere and stuff like that? Like, it's like, remember how we talked about taking information, bringing it down, and then using it for evil? It's just, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
I mean...
And you described it as otherworldly.
There are high-ranking people, I can get you guys the links, there are high-ranking people in the military who believe that we have interface with intelligences in order to create these war machines that we have.
Bingo.
There are literal...
Yeah, exactly.
You know, generals, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
My wooby, tiptoeing through the mountains, skipping along as a reading machine cruises overhead, babysitting your. Yeah, there are two something. So I mean, you guys, the AC-130s are in your asset packages. That shit is comforting. It's terrible. It's terrible. Dude. And you just see buildings fucking disintegrate, just disintegrate like they were not there. Shit is
There's people in them.
The But they're all bad. They're all bad people. But
Sure.
Yeah, man, like it's a real irony. Like it's a real irony to try to reconcile as a human being. It's like how beautiful these machines are, and the amount of care, and it was kind of like we caught the same mood when we were watching Oppenheimer. If you haven't watched Oppenheimer, you should watch it because like. Right as it's about the bomb, and like right as kind of like when he finished building the bomb and it was complete, he was looking at it.
That moment a lot.
He was looking at it like it was his child, like
when it was going away.
Yeah, yeah, and then like it was like he was a father who was proud that his son made it, or something. It was a very strange dynamic, but.
Yeah,
that's part of the human being because we're creating the image of God and because we have to create. You know, because what happened? God created, and then he looked back and said, I did a badass job. Right? Yep. So, like, I write a guitar riff or something like that, and it's really good, and I listen to it, I'm like, I did a badass job. I'm reflecting my creator. And so, what happens, though, when you have people with immense intelligence, talent, and drive that can max out their intellectual and constructive and engineering potential, but because that drive and that talent is being filtered through a sinful nature, you come out with a beautiful killing machine.
Right.
And it's just unbelievable. Like, So, I mean,
Yeah, I remember there was like one that we saw. I couldn't tell you what it was. It was kind of bubbled in the middle, and there was long arms that came out, and they like unveiled it.
oh, that was the new stealth thing, and I said,
so.
look, it looks just like a UFO.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing some psyop shit with the Chinese for, you know, a lot of these things, but even I'm gonna put this picture up here, because, you know, I think I'm gonna read the lyrics and then we're gonna look at this picture and then you guys see if it relates. Okay, so check that out. That's what that looks like, right? Now listen to the lyrics again. His wicked highness, born from disaster to dominate and to kill, a glistening murder machine, false majesty standing perfectly still, a blitzkrieg raining down evil on a mountain of black ice, like a good old-fashioned beating within inches of your life, while alone and left abandoned with the sentence you've been handed. All your angels will ignore you and your life flashes before you. So like that intro where he describes this beautiful vehicle,
You keep fighting through the thunder and the lightning.
there it is.
Wow, dude.
And there is no way to deny that we are looking at a beautiful fucking machine right now.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. And it's going to result in the death of a lot of people. And
Jeez.
to me, this plane is one of the ultimate symbols of the truth of the scripture. Only intelligent individuals with an eye for aesthetic, because you know there's always a balance between form and function. But on the other side of that, only someone afflicted with a sinful nature can invest that much beauty, time, effort, and mental energy into something whose sole purpose is to kill.
Yeah, and friggin' symmetry too.
So it's just absolutely unbelievable.
You know what's weird is when he was saying that, I was like, wow, if he was talking about Beyonce right now, I'd be really pissed off. I literally was thinking that because you were like, it's so beautiful. I mean, look at it. Look at it.
And that's not even like one of the prettiest ones. Like, yeah, man. Like, and you know, he's talking about death from above and all this shit. Like, yeah, man. Like, I mean, shout out to the Air Force, bro. Like, I'll tell you right now, we probably wouldn't have 275 here if it wasn't for the Air Force.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, whether or not you agree with the war, whatever, I don't care. Like, I'm glad that 275 is here with us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that means that somebody else's 275 had to die for my guy to get home.
That's the thing.
I'm sorry, but I'm an American.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Everybody knows I love those people. But at the end of the day, man, like, I'm an American. I want all my people here. So
yeah.
You know,
I feel like I'm like switching.
Whatever, you know, whatever had to happen for my boy to get home, I'm glad, man, because a lot of people, you know, for whatever reason didn't. So,
yeah,
like, you know, I'm always going to be, you know, I speak out against war as much as I possibly can. I speak out against violence as much as I possibly can. But at the end of the day, like, it's just like the Tiger Woods thing, man. Like, I love that dude. I don't know Muhammad and Ahmed and the rest of them boys, and I'm sure I would like them if I ran into them. But it's USA, man. I'm sorry. That's where I'm at. I'm sorry. It's my country. You know, we gonna live and die together.
I mean,
That's it.
I hear you, and I'm like about America too. But you know how you're a critical race theorist, and so am I. But because of that, like I feel like, and also because of the discussions about the UAPs. I feel like I'm like getting like this, it's so friggin' weird to explain, not like an out of body experience, but almost like an out of planet experience where like my soul like kind of feels like it backs out and I see like the entire planet as a whole, and I just see us like friggin' fighting each other, fighting, and like, why is my baby more important than your baby? Oh, because it's mine. Why is your brother more important than this person's brother? Oh, because it's yours. So all we're doing is because we have somebody that we feel for, obviously, we're on their side. But I guess it's just like, maybe, you know, I feel like one of those things, we're at peace. But I feel like that of like, what, I want us to get to that point. And like, I think the UAP switches it for me because it makes me realize, like, well, yeah, if let's say interdimensional beings or whatever showed up on this planet, we'd all have to work together. Let's say if it was like us against them, like, I don't think we divide ourselves over stupid shit anymore. I think that we'd be like, well, there's a lot more at stake here. And so I just, like, I'm feeling it. The more I look at, like, you know, Israel and Pakistan and...
Although, how do I say this? Like,
this is going to be crazy. What?
I'm not going to say, go ahead.
I think you might be right. That's probably good. Anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of... I thought COVID would do that, to be honest. Yeah, Delaney, I hear you. It just gave us one more reason to divide. That's what COVID did. The people wearing the masks and getting the vaccinations were divided against the people not wearing the masks and didn't believe in vaccinations or whatever. It seems like we're just inventors of ways to divide ourselves
so crazy,
from each other.
because Delaney said I thought COVID would do that, to be honest.
Yeah.
She said that like right before you said that shit.
No, I was reading her message, baby.
Oh. Well, here's the thing about the UAP thing. I hear what you're saying. Reagan said this. He says, you know, if space invaders came, then we'd find a way to be unified, right? This UAP thing is going to divide us more than we've ever been divided.
Oh, I think you're right.
It's not going to unify us.
I know exactly where you're going, I think. Okay.
Because
we're going to be divided with who's on their side and who's not.
Yeah, that's one of the things that happens with people. They have an assumption. If people, you know, like you know, aliens, whatever. Everybody has this assumption that they're monolithic.
Yep. And
Either they're all dangerous and bad, and we need to, you know, up the defense budget so we can defend ourselves against these beings. Or you got like the Stephen Greers where they're all good. All of them are good, and we're like the least evolved, and so we have to follow them. Basically, like they will become our new gods or whatever. Like it's these extreme views. Yep. It's like, well, wait a second. When you look at the Earth, do all sentient beings agree with everything? SubhanAllah, you can't even get family members to agree half the time on something like that. So my thing is, I do believe that those beings are out there. I don't believe that they're from another planet. I think that they're, and I've got, you know, I didn't get this idea myself, but see, the stuff that I'm about to say, Chuck Missler was saying literally 40 years ago. But like I said, there are high-ranking secularists that say they're not certain what's going on because there's a famous incident where on the American side, there was a UAP above a nuclear facility, which if you know anything, 275 can testify to this. There should be no airborne craft within, I forgot how many clicks, but the fact that there was an object in the air right above that, number one. Number two, the thing completely shut down our capabilities to arm our nukes. Mm-hmm. That's documented. Second. The thing shut it down completely. On the other side, over in Russia, it got armed. There's a UAP above their facility. It armed their nuclear rockets and started aiming them toward us. This is the UAP. This is like documented. And the Russians had to call us and say, yo, we had nothing to do with that. We had this thing in the air, blah, 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 blah. We had nothing to do with that. There's actually treaties that we've signed with Russia and Germany about exotic material. Shit is crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
So what happened? They disarmed them?
On the American side, the nukes were disarmed.
No, yeah.
On the Russian side, on the Russian side, they were armed.
Right, and then they sent us a message saying, "Yo, we're not the ones doing this. We don't know what the fuck's happening."
Yeah.
And then what happened? How did they get disarmed?
I mean, the thing eventually left, and they were able to, you know, go back to whatever. But the speculation is they did that to show us, you guys don't have control over this. We're not going to let you do that. So I mean, you know, it's unbelievable stuff, man.
It's crazy. What's up, Pony? If you're here, I forgot said something. Oh, there you are, Pony. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. So the song is crazy because, you know, it's talking about technology, beauty, art, all those things that go into, you know, our war machines, and it's kind of like a real testament to the biblical diagnosis of man, where you get both of those contradictions simultaneously. Image of God, so you can create beauty and ingenuity, but sinfulness of man, you create that beauty and ingenuity to kill other human beings together. And you got to have a worldview that accounts for that. You know, and you have to have a worldview that can predict that. So it's really, really, really crazy.
Okay, well, what do you give it?
Objects melt and turn into energy as you approach the speed of light. Thus, high-speed space travel may not be possible. It depends. Again, real science. That statement, right, comes from a local realist assumption. So you have to jettison local realism and rephrase that sentence, right? Yeah, man. What an interesting song. What an interesting song. First of all, the solos were incredible. The guy is just a high level, he's just one of the highest level guitarists that I have a very, obviously everybody knows, we have a very, very small palette as to like guitarists and things like that. But we have listened to about 2,000 videos. And I can't really identify who would be above him as far as consistent riffage and all that shit. Like, because he's had different, guitar, people have phased in and phased out, and he's kind of a hard guy to work with. But he's consistently putting out crazy ass riffs over and over and over and over again. And the other thing that kind of annoys me, but also impresses me about him, is he'll go in these like 15-second interludes with these random riffs that are like the best riffs I've ever heard in my life. And I'm like, if that was me, that would be the whole song, but he's just so good. He's so good at writing these insane riffs that he's like, yeah, let's do that for 15 seconds. It's like, if I would have come up with that, I'd have been calling all of y'all. Yo, you there? Dave is just one of the best, man. He's just one of the best. 9.8 for me.
Yeah, that was the same as, I give it a 9.6. I give it a 9.6. What am I talking about?
David,
I saw Franco come in and you said 9.8 and I just threw in with you guys. What the fuck? Let me think for myself. It was a 9.6 for me.
Yeah, see, Dave has actually spent a great deal of time being the second best player in this band. It's true. That may happen. But what I'm talking about for GOAT status is his consistency, because he's got and the other thing too is that this is such a good point from 275. He's got a great eye for talented players. Mm-hmm. So like, I said it myself. I don't know if it's mythology, but there's this idea that he's like impossible to work with, egomaniac, whatever. But he is joining up with people who other people are saying are better than him. But you have to be so secure in yourself that you're good with that. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's things like that that like push people in my mind.
Another
like,
level,
and that's why he's so good.
Yeah. Well, there's an element of it that it's like you're exalting somebody else, like you're bringing, there's that concept in the scripture that talks about, like, in other words, don't sing your own praise, let somebody else do it for you.
Right.
And so he's like following a biblical principle. I don't think he's, intentionally doing that, but he is. And so it comes with a price, and not a price, but it comes with something good attached to it, because it's made them as great as they are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And for my thing about Tom Brady, Megadeth, Metallica, anybody can have a good record, but the consistency. Mm-hmm. This dude has been playing for 22 years, been to 10 Super Bowls, won 7 of them, and the 2 of the ones he lost were bullshit losses. Fucking helmet catching it. But my point is, like, can you just do it over and 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 over? Like, I don't care if Metallica is not as good as whatever. Like, they're doing it consistently over and over. Same thing with Korn. Like, when I started listening to metal, there were like 15,000 new metal bands out. But Korn, Slipknot, and you can count on one hand who made it out of that time period. And like, those are the things to me where it's like, I was watching Dr. Umar Johnson. He said he was offended and that Eminem doesn't belong on any GOAT list whatsoever in rap.
Oh, wow.
Because he's white. I
was like that. I literally was thinking that's got to be a race thing.
Somebody messaged me, is like, what do you think about this? This is ridiculous. Anybody that does not have Eminem in their at least top 3, at least for lyricism, okay, you're not going to hear him anymore in mega rotation on the radio because he has not evolved into the new style of rap because he's a lyricist. But if you're trying to tell me that there are 3 other rappers that are lyrically better than Eminem, I need to know who these fucking people are.
Fill us in.
Fill me in. Look, I'm a lover of black people. Everybody knows it. But Eminem's one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. It's just ridiculous. People are just reckless right now. Look, I get it. He's white. I get it. But I don't care. I don't care.
I have no issue with the man being white.
He's better than, I guarantee he's going to be better than any rapper you put out there. I mean, he's not Biggie, but who
I'm
is?
glad one of us made it into there. All right. DJ Benyal, this has been a stream to remember.
Russell's been banned from the channel. Where are my admins? You put ICP over Eminem.
No.
Yo, guys, this was such a fun one. Thank you so much, Ben. Shout out to the big homie, Ben. Shout out to all my beautiful people. You guys are great. You guys are absolutely great. There's another one. One more for the big homie. Yes, sir. Somebody put Tom McDonald over Eminem. You better stop. You better stop.
No, that's
for the ground. I'm a better rapper than Tom McDonald.
I am better. No, just kidding. All right, you guys.
Nobody can say nothing to me about Eminem, bro. Like the man is just gifted lyricist. And if he was black, it wouldn't even be a thing. Stop it. Yeah, but Tom McDonald, look, make your money, baby. I love to see people get rich. Make your money. That's all I got to say about Tom McDonald. Make your money.
All right, you guys. Thanks for coming through. We do have a few streams next week. If you are looking for a stream, send me an email because the next week is kind of filling up. So.
Who comes close to Eminem? Lyrically? Today? Nobody. J. Cole is good. He's good. But the reason people think he's super lyrical is because he's competing against Cole like Minnesota. If you put J. Cole in 1997 to 2005, he'd be a great rapper, but nobody would put him above Eminem, even close.
Oh, I see.
Even there's nobody around right now in the game that lyrically can touch Eminem's body of work, in my opinion. I put Big above him. I put Pun. I also put Big Pun above him.
I also like his character development.
But lyrically, I mean, Nas said it himself. Eminem murdered you on your own shit.
No. Oh, boy.
I would probably say as a lyricist, Jay-Z and Eminem are tied. I say Jay-Z is the GOAT all time. And that's just because Biggie didn't get to live. You got to do about 3 albums in a row of like insane top-notch material. And Big only had 2 records. So I can't say that he's the GOAT because survivability is a stat. Just like Brady was able to do it for 23, you know?
Yep.
Or LeBron, it's a stat. So I give it to Jay. I say Jay is the greatest of all time. But as far as lyricism, I think Jay and Eminem are equivalent, lyrically speaking. Jay has obviously a better business mind. He's also better at evolving. But the reason why Eminem didn't evolve the way that the other guys did is because he was so focused on being lyrical. He wasn't looking at all the other shit and how do I get on the radio. Like his obsession has always been, how can I be as lyrical as I possibly can? Like the Rap God situation. So Eminem's in my top 3 lyrically. B.I.G. I think is the best. But yeah. All right, guys. All right. Much love to all you beautiful people.